Here we are again, that special time of the week. You know, this has been, it seems like a long week, but no matter how long or short it feels, it just gets better and better when we show up here. So when I'm with my ride or die right here, and we have another beautiful guest here, welcome to More Than Lyrics. I'm Bobby.
GT. Bobby, it's crazy, man. Like last week literally was like the longest week ever for me anyway.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Easter.
Oh,
Like
brutal.
working in the church, it was just it was a lot. It was
Yeah.
a whole lot. So yeah, it felt like a whole lot. And I tried to replicate your opener for that live stream that we did. And you should go back and look at it. Let me
I
know what you
will.
think. But it's not the same as how you did it. Obviously, I don't have the same swag as you do. But
Yeah.
yeah, we tried to replicate it as much as possible. Just keep it consistent, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
But we got another awesome guest with us here, and I'm pretty excited for this. This is our first time doing an hour show. So for those who are listening on the first episode on KPAO, it will air half of the interview and then the second half. But for those who are watching the replay, you'll get all of it all at once. And yeah, it's going to be a great conversation. So I don't know if Cam prepped you.
I did.
Okay, good job, Bobby. So we're gonna ask our first question. You can introduce yourself and then share what does More Than Lyrics mean to you.
Well, I'm not sure, and Bobby wouldn't tell me what the whole rest of the story is.
She was trying to cheat.
Yeah. Anytime you can.
Wow.
I love music,
Okay.
grown up with music, grew up with Motown.
Nice. I
Of
love
course,
Motown.
yeah. So lyrics is a huge thing, but there's always kind of more to the story.
Yes.
So I guess here we are, and we're going to make up our story.
There we go.
There we go. I
See,
love
I
it.
told that was gonna happen. It's like no two answers are the same.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. She wanted me to brief her on what do we do on the show. It's like what we do on the show is you are the you are the reason we are here.
And there's some people that would say, "Oh, that's too bad for you guys."
But not today. I kind of a running theme for this season has been icebergs. So like this is our first time meeting, right? So there's yeah, I love the concept of icebergs. I've seen kind of the clip art or whatever it is where like there's only maybe 20% of the iceberg that you see on the surface, but there's so much more of the substance of the object beneath the surface that people don't know. So let's just go high level right now. This is our first time meeting. So Linda, what is it that you do?
What is it I do? Well, I lead, if you can say that. I don't know. Sometimes I follow a little activist group here in town called Like Minded Friends.
It's a cool name.
Yes, it
Thank you. And we have become friends. People come in and join us, and what we're of a like mind about is that we love our American democracy and don't want it to go away.
Okay.
We want it to get better.
Yeah.
And we believe we're in a pretty dire place with it right now. And
all
unfortunately,
like-minded on
not enough people are either aware of it, or they're in denial of it, or they think somebody else will save it for them,
Yeah.
which is really frustrating. It's almost easier for me to deal with somebody that I disagree with than
Yeah.
somebody that just, it's like I don't have the bandwidth for that.
Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
It's like you can have a different opinion, but to think that this really can't happen here, it not only can, we're probably fighting the uphill battle by now. Authoritarianism, the experts would say we're already living in it. Unfortunately, a long time from a world perspective, you can be 10 years into autocracy before much of the population is feeling it. And by that time, there's really very, very little you can do about it. So our time is now.
That's wild.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
There's a whole lot in
Did you
that.
know
what
it was
just
that
shared.
bad?
I mean, I see that there's things that are happening politically that are concerning. I have a friend that lives in Cuba, and like the situation in Cuba is like really bad right now,
Oh,
and
yeah. Partly because of us.
there's a big part of it is because of us, and it's getting worse. Absolutely, yeah. So that has really kind of opened my eyes to like the world impact of things that are happening here, and it's just crazy.
And it's not a pretty thing.
It's not at all.
We have, from my perspective, a man who's lost his mind leading the country. And he's probably not really leading it, he's the figurehead.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And the worst is that the people that are behind him are evil beyond belief. I went to DC. I was telling
Right, you were
Bobby
talking about
this. I
that.
went to DC this week and spent a lot of my time between the African American History Museum and then over to the Holocaust Museum. I think everybody's pretty familiar with how much evil was in the fascists in Germany.
Right.
And the correlations to what we've got going on right now are just beyond belief. And the strategy, the steps into authoritarianism are so well documented and so easy to follow if you look at it. And that's why I say the people that know this stuff, and who knew? There were authorities and experts in authoritarianism and how to save yourself. That's kind of been one of our problems is as Americans, we think we're so special and so different than anybody else that nothing like this has ever happened before. Well, it's happened many times before.
In America?
Not in America. There's been times. The biggest repeat that we're having is, and Trump says this all the time, the golden age. The golden age wasn't good for many people except those who were golden.
Yeah.
So it was very much like it is now, and they had to change it. And after that time came the Depression and then the rebuild by FDR. So my hope, my belief is that when we come out of this on the other side, and I believe that we will prevail. I believe we have to prevail.
Have to.
And sadly, I hear people, and it's from a wide variety of people, whether it's, I've interviewed Gen X, Gen Z, and millennials, and I can't keep them all straight, but they all have very specific worldviews. They're all very different from one another, but they're all pretty bleak. And of course, I'm older.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it there. You're so kind.
I try.
The America that I want to think I remember and that we need to save is very different than these younger people's experience, and certainly very different from the Black experience in America, sad to say. Okay? And so I hear it's like, it's so bad for us already. What could be worse?
It can always get worse.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, it can be so bad.
Yeah.
You can't imagine. And going through the museums and seeing the cattle cars and seeing the pens and knowing that we have a facility like that in Nebraska. And
Yeah.
sadly, I have a gal that cleans my house not nearly often enough, but her husband was one of the people that has been incarcerated in MUSIQ. And it's for real what's going on out there. And it's not pretty.
Yeah.
And it's not the same finishing school for the penal system that it was in. So they've taken a facility that was built for 100 and made it hold 300.
I know they were trying to sue them, but the courts were saying that our elected officials were in their right to, and this is based on the fact that people are assuming that your elected officials have everyone's best interest in mind, and not necessarily a political move or following a particular person. But most of us already know that that's not where we are anymore with elected officials. Their allegiance is not to the Constitution or the Republic or to the benefit and the welfare of all peoples.
And been shown in so many ways from, we've got problems both state and national. So at a state level, from $2.5 million contract given to a mistress. Oh, excuse me, did I say mistress?
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently, I'm like, I don't understand that at all, how the girlfriend goes to the balls and the wife of 40 years is somewhere, I don't know, but not at the ball. Nor was she the one with him when he fell off the horse and got hurt. But we don't know those things, and then we give $2.5 million to the girlfriend, and we override the People's House in Nebraska. You know, we're special for a couple of reasons. One is our blue dot, and one is our unicameral. We only have one state house in Nebraska, and the people are supposed to be the second house. But we voted repeatedly to save our blue dot, to have medical marijuana, to have minimum wage be at $15 an hour. Those have all been overridden by a governor and elected officials that know better what we want than we. No, really, you don't want $15 an hour. You'd be happier with $13.50.
Yeah.
And so that's what that's what they've done. And they've school vouchers. School vouchers is another way of moving money from the lowest part of our citizenry to the wealthy.
Yeah.
And I mentioned to you earlier, from 1981 to 2021, 4 years, 4 decades, systematically we've moved $51 trillion from the lowest 90% of the economy to the top 1. And we've done it exactly with programs like school vouchers and other things that just said, why shouldn't anybody get to go to the school they want to? Well, because who goes to private schools? Wealthy people.
Yeah.
They've always been paying for it. Well, now let's just take the money away from public schools and give it to them. Well, so what's the result of that? We tremendously damage public schools, and we put money, we're paying for schools that have always been paid for by wealthy families who made the choice that they wanted their children to go somewhere else. And now we're paying that for them, so it's another transfer of wealth.
Yeah.
And the citizenry doesn't get anything about it. And of course they can, what's really scary to me at this point in time in our history is we don't control that curriculum anymore. So there's nothing saying that that can't be Hitler's Youth.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know. When you look at the banning of books and critical race theory, and what we don't, you know, we don't want our children to know, we, being those in power, not me,
Mm-hmm.
don't want them to know Black history, particularly,
Which is American history.
which is American
Big
history.
part of American history.
Yeah.
It's all our history.
And so when you look at that and recognize that they can take it away from you and I, and it has some repercussions.
Mm-hmm.
When they take it away from your children who have never had a chance yet to learn it, given 10 years, you know, from K through 12 is 13 years.
Yeah.
So in a decade, they have changed the whole education of American citizenry.
And cycles will continue to repeat themselves for the negative.
So it's really, really important what those curriculums are. And like I say, by taking kids out of public schools and putting them into private schools where they can decide whatever their curriculum is, they can all of a sudden have a whole different America and leadership on one side and the public uneducated on the other. I can go down some pretty really dark paths that I try not to.
Mm.
One of them is about the removal of health care.
Oh man, yeah.
It hasn't dawned on everybody that USAID, by taking that agency offline immediately into this administration, there was a lot of benefit to America by helping the poorest of the poor countries in the world, but there was also help to America.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about the farmers not having anywhere to go with their soybean crops right now. Well, that was in large part because the government bought them and used them to go overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with the cutoff of that program, already over 600,000 have died in
Yeah.
Africa. 2/3 of that's children.
Yeah.
We are starving children to death. We also have quit sending the medicines.
Yes.
So
I
by
knew
no
about that
longer
as well.
treating HIV in Africa, it's now blooming into AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
I just think we're silly to think that that's not going to end up at our doorstep. The same way one of our most prominent physicians here, who is
You're good.
world renowned, sent to Pakistan. Pakistan and I believe Afghanistan are the two last countries dealing with, I think you call it native polio.
Mm-hmm.
So the original polio strain. And while they're off treating that should have been almost eradicated, we have a measles outbreak in America.
Yes.
Measles were gone.
Yeah.
So how many kids are we going to end up killing, watching die because they're not getting vaccinated anymore? And that's just measles. We still have polio and mumps and lots of other things to deal with besides COVID. So the removal of health care, it's just easy to predict. When you take health care and food security
Mm-hmm.
away from very poor, very sick people, they're going to die.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a surprise to us what's happening with some of these programs. And so as we've come together and talked about it, we said there's kind of 3 points that we need people to understand. We're trying to fight for affordability, affordable homes so that people can buy their own homes, affordable groceries, affordability at the gas station so that people can go to work, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Accountability. The people that took those stands on, I call it the big ugly,
Mm-hmm.
the big beautiful bill, they knew when they did that 20 to 25% of rural hospitals would close.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in small rural communities, the hospital is often the largest employer.
Yes.
You shut down your largest employer, what happens? Now these people either have
Making
to.
ghost towns.
Yes, you're absolutely right. What happened in Lexington, and who wasn't on top of knowing? Well, for one thing, check how much I can't say the name of the packing plant, Tyson,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
gave
Yeah.
to Pete Ricketts.
Yeah.
Check out that campaign donation and wonder if there could have been a little bit more attention paid to what plans they may have. Are we safe with you guys? Do we pay any attention to where these companies that are that impactful are going?
Aren't we losing Omaha beef as well?
I don't know.
I believe that we are. I think the plant that runs all that is actually shutting down, and they've actually contacted some of the local businesses that relied on the meat, and they gave them a window of you're no longer going to be getting supplied that, and now we're running into a situation where some of the restaurants are like, with just such a short notice, and there's no way, and there's definitely going to be the alternative to fix this situation is definitely going to be some upcharging, and at the end of the day, they're going to have to move that money over to the customer,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know where it all ties in, but I know when you send 40 billion to Argentina
Yeah.
and prop up their beef market and get it, I mean, same thing with their grain, China's gone to South America now. And once they've built the infrastructure to do that, we're the last place they want to come back to.
Yeah.
So this isn't just hurting immediately. This is long-term hurt, the same way the gas will be.
Yeah.
If they fix the Strait of Hormuz,
Straight up from us.
thank you,
Yeah.
tomorrow, it's going to hurt us for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with the grain and the beef. And we have to be, in my opinion, open enough and welcoming enough that our rural families who are being really decimated by these policies are welcome to come into our fight to save democracy. They're hurt too. Rather than saying, boy, did I tell you, we need to say, yeah, you bought the same bad information that millions of others did. Come with us, come save our country. And the thing that we learned the lesson on, we've been doing a lot of training with those experts that I mentioned, people that have saved democracy or toppled authoritarianism other places. And they tell us the principles of what we have to do. And one is that while we're fighting this fight, we have to be discussing and documenting what America looks like on the other side.
Yeah.
My position is we got to have everybody at the table.
Yes.
I know our history in Black America has not been right or been fair. I know that I don't know how to fix that. I don't know what to write in that makes the good life for you. I don't know for the tribal community what makes it right for them. What makes life good for trans people, LGBTQ, or as they like to say, the queer community. There are too many people, and the refugees. Oh my goodness.
Yes. We have a large community of so many different communities here in Omaha.
Oh my goodness, and the languages, and when all of these snap cuts came, how many different languages they had to translate the food pantry brochures into and say, this is what you can get. We got a lot of folks, and a lot of these folks were the refugees, different from immigrants, different from asylees. And I can't tell you all of it. I've learned enough to know it's very different. We should respect it. Our government brought these people here. some of who came because they fought beside our soldiers and kept our soldiers alive and safe, and now they're being cut off of their food support and cut off of any of the subsistence that gives them the time to develop. I can't imagine going to Afghanistan and having to learn the language, the culture.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it in a week or two. You're not going to probably do it in a year. But those people deserve whatever support it is that we need to give them. And America's made on immigrants.
Yeah.
So, like, where did that
100%.
change? Where did that change? Some of them came willingly and some of them not.
Yeah.
And we need to make it right for every one of them. And so the only way that can happen is we've got to have all of our communities pulled together at the table, working together.
So do you have weekly meetings, monthly meetings?
We do. We meet every Monday night. So when I leave here, we'll be going to a meeting. And we try and strategize. Right now, we've got 3 big projects coming up in the next 30 days. So we'll be showing a filming of Divisible that was shot here in Omaha about the redlining and how unfair we have been to the African American community for years, and by laws and regulations.
Oh, the redlining that they said didn't exist?
Yeah.
You
So
thought
that's
it
all
doesn't exist?
educational. Come and
Yeah.
learn it. Then we have a rally. There's a purpose to rallies if they're done correctly. It's to put on a show of who we are. We're standing together. And so the people who are sitting on the side and haven't decided where they're at in all of this, they can see it and say, I think I need to be there and be part of that. It's also to show our leadership that there are a lot of people resisting this, and the people are standing together, and the people are coming together. So May Day, we need it. Our number in nonviolent protests, there's a number that says when 3.5% of the population gets to the street, change can be made.
Wow.
For
a
Omaha,
lot.
that number is 17,500.
Wow.
We've been, which is very doable.
It
Which
is.
It's,
I
mean,
believe that it is.
it's very doable. Unfortunately, we've been stuck at about 7. So we need everybody to help us get their community out, to know that there's a reason why you're in the street and what you're doing. We need you to come. And then our third is a conference for leadership to say, how do we respond? We should not have a concentration camp in Nebraska.
No.
But we do. And I believe it's because we didn't know how to respond to it.
So we're going to have to get ready for part 2.
Yeah.
Do we
You
keep
guys
going?
tune
Do
in
we
next
stop?
week?
Or
Yeah, let's hold for a minute. And
this is new.
for
I
those those watching on TV, you guys will have to tune in next week. But for those who are on the stream, we'll be right back. Peace.
Peace.